Hey everybody, it's Saratoga, and this is your weekly focus card reading for the week beginning July the 6th through July the 12th, 2020. So this is a really awesome card. In fact, it's very much aligned with the video I just posted this past Friday. This card says Journey, and it has the number 2. So let's focus on the word journey first of all. I feel that this card is really telling us that we need to stay focused on our ascension journey. We need to understand what our actual journey on this earth is all about at this current point in time. And here's the thing about, I'm going to bring up the same 2 choices that I mentioned in my Friday video, that you have a choice of either pursuing your journey at an earth-based level or pursuing it at a cosmic level. Now, if you think that your journey is all about what's happening on planet Earth, you're going to feel that your life is all about coping with the chaos, with the changes, with the unpredictability, with the collapsing of this current reality, or the reality that we've always known. And you're going to end up being kind of trapped in this feeling that I just have to cope, or I can't keep up, or I don't know what to do next. And you're going to be looking at the circumstances around you and trying to figure everything out. And then you're also going to maybe find yourself reacting to what other people are telling you about what you need to do to figure things out. So it can just become a very difficult and stressful situation. So what we want to do this week is we want to move out of all of that and shift into a much higher perspective of what our journey is actually about. Is our journey an earth-based journey, or is our journey a journey in the cosmos, in the universe? Now, I would recommend that you choose the cosmos, that you choose a cosmic journey. The reason why is because that journey is the journey of your actual soul. That's the journey of your actual being. And we're so conditioned to think that when we're on this earth, we're kind of trapped here, and this is like separate from the universe, separate from everything, really. But that's not true. What's true is that we are a part of a magnificent and incredible universe. My gosh, you guys, you have no idea the opportunities that are out there in the universe. I mean, they're just unimaginable, unlimited, amazing, beautiful chances for us as infinite beings and creators to experience the most incredible things you could ever dream possible. But as long as we think that this earth-based situation is all there is, we're just caught in all this junk, right? So let's take this week to just be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. This is actually, it looks like a treacherous journey if you look at the image on this card, but there's also a feeling of gentleness in the image. There's a feeling of that light bringing that sense of gentleness into the journey. So let's take a look for a moment at the actual image on the card. And this is a woman who's obviously walking along a bridge that goes across water. It looks kind of treacherous, right? And you can see that one side of the bridge has collapsed. There's no rail there. I would say that kind of represents losing your way, getting off track, falling into the abyss of the chaos on this planet that is currently happening, and the unpredictability. We don't do well when we get aligned with unpredictability in the sense of chaos and negativity and all this stuff that's going on. We don't do very well in that kind of scenario, because we lose focus and we get very fear-oriented and anxiety-oriented. So you'll notice in the image that it would be very easy for her to fall off her path and just fall into all of that. You know, whatever's below that you can't really even see because it's kind of dark, right? But then you look to the left of the card and you see that light shining on her path, shining the way. It's like a beacon showing her the direction. So let's say, I would say that that light to me represents the light of ascension, the light of truth, lighting her way. Let's think about this for a minute, you guys. What is it really that lights your way in your cosmic journey? What is your guidance? Where is it coming from? Your guidance comes from within you. You can hear things from people outside of yourself, myself included. You can hear things from people outside of yourself, but that's just for you to consider. That's just to help you along. It's not meant to function as your authority. It's more meant to be like a gentle support. But for you as an individual, your guidance comes from within, and you should experience tremendous comfort in knowing that. Because that beautiful, gentle light, the warmth of that light's actually within you, okay? It's within your heart. That light is so comforting. It's so full of peace. It's so full of love and gentleness and support and clarity. And when you are centered in that light at all times, or whenever you get lost, just come back to that light within, you can have a much more gentle journey. So the guidance within, you can tell if you're on track by how you feel. It's actually not complicated, okay? It's, do you feel in harmony? Do you feel in alignment? Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel clear? Do you feel a sense of optimism and hope? When you are in those positive experiences, you probably can tell that you're on the right track for you. Now, another thing in this image, you'll notice that behind her, there's some baggage. There's a suitcase, so that would represent maybe baggage that she has to decide, can I afford to keep carrying this baggage on this journey? You know, that could be the baggage of her past. I would say it's kind of behind her, so we could say it represents the baggage of her past. And maybe she can't afford it. That looks like kind of a heavy bag to me. That doesn't look like a very pleasant thing to be hauling around on that, across that bridge. That doesn't look real stable, okay? So maybe she's going to make a decision about the baggage. Maybe she's, well, interestingly enough, she's actually looking away from the baggage. So it might even indicate an unconsciousness about that baggage. And here's the interesting thing. Now she has one arm extended behind her, and it looks like there's a light at her hand. And I've looked very closely at this card, and I can't make out specifically what that light is, but the thing that comes to mind for me in terms of this card is that that light represents her guidance, her spirit guides, her angelic guidance, and it almost looks like that light at her hand is maybe trying to draw her attention to that baggage, possibly, and saying, you know, you need to think about this, you need to attend to this stuff. Are you going to take this with you? Are you going to transmute this? Are you going to come to terms with this and let it go so that you can go forward on your journey without being so encumbered, without being so weighed down by it? That's one way you could interpret that. Another way you could interpret that light at her hand might be the sense of her angels guiding her in a way that she can't really see. But yet that angel is holding her hand and she doesn't see it, because we don't see our angels, most of us, right? But yet they're always guiding us. They're always present. And I want you guys to take a look at the stone that I placed below this card. Now, it's actually a very dark green and white stone. It's called Seraphinite. And it may look more gray in the video. Colors don't always come out exactly true to life in these videos, but it's actually a dark green stone. And Seraphinite, well, if you think about angels, seraphim, right? It's kind of similar. This is a very incredible stone. If you're not aware of it, you'll notice the patterns on the stone almost look like angel wings. They look like they could be feathers. This stone will very much connect you to the angelic realm. It's very well known as a powerful healing stone, but the healing is interesting because it's more about bringing your body into alignment with that high vibrational light, bringing your body into harmony with a very high frequency, a high vibration of light of who you are. It can have an influence on your DNA. So healing, think about what is healing actually. When we are in a state of discord or anything, I can't think of the word, but wherever you might need healing, it means that something within you, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, is out of alignment, is out of harmony with your true your true highest design as a human being. So healing really is all about bringing all of whatever that is, that's in a state of discord, back into alignment, back into harmony. And that's what this stone is so beautiful for. So as I always say in these readings, whenever I put a specific stone there for a reason, you are free to tune into the energy of that stone through this video. So Seraphinite also is really perfect in keeping with this particular card because it will connect you with your angels, with the angelic realm. And that's what I see about that light at the end of her hand, that is representative of the angels or her guides assisting her. So you can see overall that in the image on the card, her journey is kind of treacherous, right? Which is how it feels on planet Earth. It feels like a very treacherous place. You can see the elements all around. Even the pole that's holding the light to the left looks kind of, not real solid. And then you've got all these signs sticking out and going, go this way, go this way, go this way. And then the edge of the bridge is broken down. The whole side is falling down. So it looks kind of treacherous. But at the same time, there's that gentleness, there's that light, there's that support for her in her journey. And when you look at that image, you just feel like she's going to make it, You just feel like she's going to make it because she's surrounded in that gentle golden light. She's being supported, she's being helped. So this is what you guys can think about this week. And of course, any of these readings that I post here on YouTube, you can go back to any of them at any time because they can apply at different times. I mean, you could go, I think I have them in a playlist. You could go there and just pick one out and maybe that's the reading for you for that day. So feel free to do that because this is something that could apply, pretty much any time really. So again, the two choices, you focus on the earth, she might fall off that bridge if she starts getting all focused on all the junk that's going on around her, right? Or she can stay focused on ascension, on the light, on her cosmic journey and feel and come into alignment with that beautiful support and clarity and love. There's so much love that surrounds us in our journey, in our ascension journey, and in our awakening. There's so much love, you guys. But if we get distracted by all of the craziness, we're not going to feel the love. It doesn't mean the love isn't there. It's always there. So what you guys can think about is aligning with the love that's already there, tuning into the love that's already there, tuning into that divine support, that cosmic support that's already there for you. The whole universe wants you to succeed. That's a fact. Do you guys realize that? The universe wants you to succeed. That's a big, big, big energy that wants you to successfully come out of all this duality and this pain and this suffering. That's what stands behind you. So you don't really have to get distracted by all this junk. Okay, so I hope that this message has inspired you to just take this week to come into alignment with that truth, with that love, with that light that is always present, that is standing with you, within you, and all around you, so that you can ultimately be successful at rejoining this universe, being who you are, and having the most incredibly awesome experience of life that you could ever imagine. All right, so with that, I'm sending you guys so much love. Have a beautiful week, and I will talk to you all next time. Namaste, everyone.